Hi everybody, Dr. Lucy Palmer here. I wanted to go over this week's module information, and I will be uploading audio video screencasts as an announcement for all the upcoming modules this semester. So welcome, and let's get started. So I'm in your navigation homepage. If you click on the syllabus section right here, you will find lots of information about me. I also have developed a website. There's my cat. So you can click here to go to my website. Here you can access the course syllabus, and here's some other information as well as expectations. So let's go right into the module section. That's where you find all of your coursework. The first module is module 0, and here you have, some information. So you want to click on all of these different links, but let's look at the activities, what you have to submit. We have a discussion forum, a meet and greet discussion forum, so we're going to get to know each other a little better. And always here, look at your rubric of how you're going to be graded. This gives you some information here. Always respond to a classmate's post. That's probably one of the most things that I see students forget to do, especially if you post like first and no one else has posted yet. And you're like, well, there's no one else I can respond to. So you want to put a note in your calendar, text it to yourself, ever how you organize, email it to yourself, put it in your Google Calendar. Hey, go back and repost to that form. You also have let's look here, a syllabus assignment. So you want to click on that and look at the grading rubric for that. You want to review these documents here. You have a quiz on that, and you have a personal statement on academic integrity. So even though this is completely digital, this course, we're going to be doing group and team discussion forums throughout the semester, along with assignments, experiential learning activities, quizzes, and exams. So on the discussion forums, there's going to be times where you're going to research to develop your answer, either with your textbook or over the internet. So you want to be sure you put a citation in there that shows where you got that source at. And your grading rubric does grade you on that. So you want to be sure that you're, paying attention to how you're going to be graded is very, very critical. So let's look here. Module 1 goes with Chapter 1. So you have Module 0 and you have Module 1 this first week. And so all the others pretty much are just going to be one module per week. But you want to pay attention to like your due dates. So for example, each module has learning objectives or module objectives. So we're going to start out just defining, what is a business. You have for-profit businesses like Walmart, and you have nonprofit businesses like the American Red Cross. We're also going to look at the history of business, so how history has evolved from like the assembly line days, with the Model T Ford, to the marketing era where we're doing a lot of relationship building with customers to have repeat business. So how has business evolved? We're going to look at skills and attributes needed to be a manager. So if you're in a management role or you find yourself in a managerial role or leadership role, what type of skills do you need, or qualities, characteristics? I worked in management in Houston, residential property, real estate. So I started out in sales and then moved into a management role and worked on apartment communities with 1,000+ apartments on like a bilingual staff of Spanish and English sales reps. And so, whoops. And then I've done sales management. I've done outside sales and telecommunications where I had to manage a multi-state territory. So you will more than likely be in some sort of management role at some point in your life if you're not there already. And so this will help you kind of identify some of those needed skills. We're going to look at what makes a company admired. In fact, you will have a activity on that. And then how the workforce is changing. So, for example, people are working longer, The workforce is going to be it's going to be very diverse. It's going to be made up of people of all ages, all backgrounds. So that's one of the ways that it's changing. So let's look at what else you have in each module. You have presentations. So what I do is I give you many to choose from. You have an audio presentation, but be mindful that is going to say BTE. That's the one I did when our department was still business technology. Now we're commerce, but the material is still relevant and the same. You have a PowerPoint, and then you also have it in PDF form, so you can print it out and have notes on to go. Then I give you the Prezi presentation. This is a presentation that I self-designed and I use in my face-to-face class of this course, 106. So oftentimes there's real-world examples in that presentation. So I give you many, many options. Okay, required readings. You do need to be reading and studying your chapter material. So you want to do that. And then you also look on the syllabus too, because you also have a free student resource website that you can go to with this course, as well as this edition of the textbook that we're now in requires you to get the access card to the Wiley Plus Digital Lab. And in that, you can use the Orion Adaptive Study modules to prepare for quizzes and exams, and there's all sorts of other activities in that lab component to help you to study. You also get from me, I also upload supplemental and enrichment resources that all relate to the module or chapter learning objectives. So it could be anything from various blogs to websites to videos, just to supplement and enrich your learning. These are things that I have researched for you on my own and found for you. Then it does relate to each module and chapter learning objectives. So be sure and keep that in mind. So your activity, what makes a company admired? So you're going to be doing a discussion forum, and I try to break it down for you like 1, 2, 3, like the different parts that you want to make sure that you're answering, or A, B, C, D, and so you'll see that. But the main thing is make sure you're answering all the questions within this one question, because there's several in there. Here I show you how the module learning outcomes or chapter outcomes align with this discussion forum. So you see the relevance of it. So you can clearly see, okay, I understand why we're doing this. This is what this discussion forum, the value it has in my learning of the material. So you don't have to answer these questions here. I just want to show you how everything aligns and kind works together. Be sure and let me delve back into that real quick and show you where you can find the grading rubric, because that's important. Show rubric. And then here is exactly how you're going to be graded. So you just want to pay attention to the criteria, points. You do want to respond to at least one classmate's post. So this is real important. If you're one of the first people or the first person to post, don't forget to go back later on in the week and reply to one of your classmates. I get involved on the discussion forums too. And so it's a great group and team collaborative effort that we do together as a class. And be sure that you cite your sources used. So if you use your textbook information, your chapter information, be sure to cite that with the author's name, copyright year, for example, or if you go to a website, be sure and put the website URL down. Just be sure you're citing your sources. Even though this is digitally done, this course, I still want you to adhere to good academic integrity. Okay, you do have a quiz. You have a quiz, and it's going to be, you get 2 attempts on the quizzes. So chapter 1 quiz, it goes with chapter 1 material, and you get 2 attempts on that. So good luck on that. Well, that is pretty much the overview for this week. You have module 0 and module 1 to complete. They have different due dates. Everything's always due at 11:59 p.m. And other than module 0 here, which we have some things that are due right now and throughout the week, you know, everything is going to be due on Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. because that gives you all week to kind of plan and get it done, and you know, and then upload it. So I find that the end of the week at 11:59 p.m. works really well for students, because you know, okay, I've got to have that done for 106. at that time. So do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, or concern. I do have office hours at University Hall on campus. Those are posted in my syllabus, as well as I'm available for chat, email, text, phone. So just let me know what I can do to help make this a great semester for you and a great learning experience. Be sure and add in your own experiences to discussion forums or assignments where available or applicable. I really like to hear what you've done in your career, what your goals are, what you're planning to do, and how you can, how can you fit that into your discussion? That's always a plus. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.